Are you ready for reflection?
Okay.
Some car chat with Brittany and Doug on the way home.
So, Doug and Brittany car chat on the way home. All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. I'm ready.
Let's talk hotels.
Okay.
What do you think?
We stayed in a lot of them.
We had 5 total hotels.
Yeah, we did. So our first one was Coronado.
Yes.
And I really, well, specifically Grand Tower. And I really liked Coronado a lot. The room was spacious.
Yeah.
It had a nice, like, sofa to hang out on as well. And it was one of the hotels where we had a king-size bed, which was nice.
Agreed.
The bathroom was nice.
Double vanity.
Double vanity. Mm-hmm. There was plenty of space. The toilet was in a separate room than the shower. So that was nice. Like somebody could be going to the bathroom and showering at the same time.
In a different room than the vanity.
In a different room than the vanity, yes.
Right.
Although it did all kind of open into one. You couldn't be showering and using the vanity at the same time.
I guess.
But, because that was all one room. But anyway. So I really liked it. It is, like, when you're staying in Gran Destino Tower, it feels very much like a deluxe resort. Everything is right there, pretty much in the lobby, or connected to the lobby was the El Central Market.
Right, and I think the one thing it's lacking is the transportation options.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the Skyliner or the monorail or anything like that. But otherwise, it's basically a deluxe resort. We might have felt differently had we stayed in a different part of the resort, because it can be pretty spread out. But from the tower, everything is very centrally located right there. So I liked it a lot. Then we stayed in Portofino Bay.
So we moved to Universal, and then we moved to Portofino Bay.
Yeah.
And so the only thing we had to compare it to at the time was Coronado.
Portofino Bay is their, like, deluxe hotel. It comes with Express Pass. So it's their most expensive hotel on property, too.
Most times. It wasn't this time.
Most times.
For some reason, Hard Rock was this time, but it volleys between Hard Rock and
Portofino Bay. But, and I like the hotel. I would say the room was approximately the same size as Coronado. Had a king-size bed there as well.
My first impression of the resort was, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
The problem was, my last impression of the resort was, this is too spread out and in the open. Everything revolves around the central plaza where the boat picks you up and takes you from, and it's far away. It's the furthest away, I think, from the
parks.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, all the, like, restaurants and shopping have outdoor entrances around the Bay area. It's not that tower feel that Gran Destino Tower has, or Riviera, which we stay at later in the trip. So yeah, it was kind of weird. The room was nice. I liked the room. Obviously getting the Express Pass for the days that we were there adds some value to it. Definitely adds some value. That we took advantage of wholeheartedly. For sure. And I wasn't super impressed with the transportation either, the boat transportation, because it is the farthest resort from the park. The boat takes a long time. Like, at some point they were just running one boat back and forth, and they say every 20 minutes. But it's like a 15-minute trip anyway. But I feel from like pick up to drop off. But I feel like when you're paying $500 a night, and it's the premier hotel essentially, there should be quicker transportation. Now, we didn't try bus, and maybe bus was a little bit better, but boat was kind of slow, and all times of the day, coming and going, the boat was full. So, yes, all times of the day. The boat was always full. In the morning, in, like, not just at park open, park close. Like, we went back at 3 p.m. and it was full, like a full boat going back. So
the resort is big, so when you're only running one, that's the other problem with running one boat.
yeah,
Is it's a huge resort, and there are a ton of people trying to get here and there and everywhere.
yeah,
And it seems to be the most efficient way because you don't have to walk all the way out to the parking garage to get to the buses.
we also never made it to the shops. I'm not sure what the hours of things at that resort are. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't seem like they were open very much. So
The restaurants were kind of open sporadically and only during prime meal times. Nothing. It was tough to find something late.
I don't know if that's just because of COVID and they don't have the restaurants fully open yet or what, but yeah, it was kind of tough to shop if you needed or find stuff if you needed.
Now, having stayed at the other at Royal Pacific, I would say I would choose that hotel because it felt a little more encompassed. And if you go back and look at our Sapphire Falls video,
We really liked that hotel
we liked
too.
Sapphire Falls. I just wish it had Express Pass.
Yeah,
I would pay more. Here's an idea. Offer Express Pass to these other resort hotels at a discount from what you would pay at the gate.
yeah,
So if you're going to Sapphire Falls, you could get Express Pass for $50 each a night. You know, instead
Right.
of having it included. But
right.
I mean, it is what it is. I prefer Sapphire Falls and I prefer Royal Pacific. But we haven't tried Hard Rock yet, so maybe next time.
Yeah. So then things got interesting.
Things are getting interesting right now.
So we left Portofino Bay
You did.
for the second week, to start our second week of vacation, and we were planning on checking into a timeshare, which we did. We checked into Vacation Village at Parkway,
It's
which
right
is
off of 192.
right, and location-wise would be perfect because it really is only a 10-minute drive, if that, from Walt Disney property. So it's right there. Super easy to get from Vacation Village to Disney property, which is what we were planning on doing for the week. However, when we checked in on Sunday night, we were a little taken aback by the quality of the room that we checked into. It looked nothing like the pictures we had looked at online. It felt like we had been duped. The pictures online must have been from the new building. There's like one new building on property, because all the other buildings were not renovated, and
Well, we don't know that for sure.
we don't know that for sure. But at least the building we checked into and
It was not renovated.
the ones that looked like ours around us didn't appear to be renovated. And it was a dump, for lack of a better term.
It was not great. Queen size bed. The bathroom was pretty dirty upon check-in. We found a used mask behind a nightstand. All the furniture had shown significant wear and tear. The bed, when we did go one night there,
Yeah,
and the bed
it just
sunk in. So many people have slept on that bed. It's been seen better days.
Yeah, there was stains on the furniture.
There's maybe a 24-inch TV there, tiny
But
TV.
the worst part was the internet. There was there was free Wi-Fi, but it was very, very slow.
You could barely get to a website or check your email or anything like that, and that
So-
just wasn't going to work for us for the following week.
So we did spend one night there because we checked in late and there were no other options at midnight on Sunday night.
We did do some laundry there.
We did do some laundry
so we
there.
did have a laundry thing in the unit.
And that was one of the reasons we were going to get a timeshare place anyway, like a one-bedroom suite, because we had been in Florida for 2 weeks and we wanted to do some laundry.
Right.
So yeah, but we ended up booking Pop Century on Monday morning and checking in, and just obviously Pop Century was less space than what we were hoping for the week. It's not a 1-bedroom suite with a kitchen or anything like that, but it just felt so much nicer.
Yeah, it's
checking
clean,
in.
it's efficient. We've said it Pop so many times now. It's right there in the Skyliner. It's easy to get places. There's nothing you could say that detracts from Pop Century.
No.
It's nice and easy, and we like most things about Pop. The room, the beds feel good, both the regular bed and the pull-down bed.
Yeah. It feels like when they did the renovation, they thought about every, like, square inch of space. So even though it's a smaller room, it feels like there's a lot of storage, and you know, you can like unpack your stuff, and there's room for things under the bed, and hooks on the wall, and everything. So it just felt nice. The internet was great. It was like 10 times faster than what was at Vacation Village.
Right.
So it served its purpose for what Doug needed it for working the last week. And yeah, it's because it's on the Skyliner, it's super convenient to 2 of the 4 parks. So yeah, we love staying at Pop.
So finally we moved into, for the weekend, Riviera.
Yes, and Riviera is a beautiful resort. It is very compact. It must be one of the smallest resorts on property. It's just the one tower, essentially. It is a DVC property, so we checked into a studio. So it has the like kitchenette. The bathroom was huge. It had 2 showers. It had like a rainfall shower with a seat in it, and it had a tub shower. Only a single vanity. There was not a whole lot of storage space in the bathroom. I could see where that would be difficult if you were trying to put 4 or 5 people in that studio suite for a week. But it had a little...
For 2 of us.
But for 2 of us, it was huge. And then only a queen...
Very pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's... Everything is right there. The hallways smell fresh. The lobby always was great going down there. The pool we spent some time in, it was fine. Not huge, but...
Everything is... My only complaint is everything is a little bit small when it comes to the resort. Like, the pool was a little small. The shop is kind of small and offers some Riviera merchandise and some DVC merchandise, but not a whole lot of like other Disney stuff that you find in a lot of the resort stores. The lobby's kind of small with not a lot of like seating area. And every time we went down, it felt a little crowded. Like a lot of the seats were taken up.
There's people everywhere, yeah, because it's so small.
But
there were people everywhere at Pop too. It's not a downside.
I thought
of all
resort,
of them,
but
Coronado was the place you could find the most privacy.
Yeah, Coronado has lots of space, but Riviera is beautiful, and its convenience on the Skyliner to Epcot in particular. I mean, it's on the Skyliner, so you can also get to Hollywood Studios, but because Riviera is the last stop before Epcot, you don't have to do any transfers or anything like that. So it is literally like a 7-minute Skyliner trip from Riviera to Epcot, which is the primary purpose that we booked that hotel.
And you found bus transportation the one time expedient.
Yeah, I did. I lucked out. I mean, I'm sure I could have had to wait, but the bus was there right away when I was traveling to and from Animal Kingdom, so it worked out great.
So first of all, in terms of, you know, what you would rank a regular hotel as, how do you rank them?
I would rank...
Just as a hotel, everything involved.
Riviera.
Yeah.
Followed by...
I agree.
Coronado.
Yeah, Coronado, close second.
they're close second, yeah. Followed by Portofino Bay.
Okay.
Then followed by Pop.
Okay.
And then way down on the list, if we're gonna rank Vacation Village, but don't stay there,
We would not recommend. Now,
would be last.
taking value.
Value?
How do you rank them?
I think,
See, here's where I think 1 and 2 might switch. Because Coronado was certainly comfortable enough, and the value was better.
yeah, I don't think you get a whole lot of, like, it totally depends on really the Skyliner alone, because bus transportation is about the same at both resorts if you have to use a bus to anywhere else. So
And there's way more dining options at Coronado, too.
there are way
by the
more
way.
dining options at Coronado.
The
There's
shop is
the shop is bigger. The spaces, the public spaces are more. There's pools.
the pool is better
The pool
and bigger, I would
is
say.
bigger, better. There's more pools. Riviera only has 2 pools, the like main pool and then one little side pool.
Coronado has 4, I think. Or
Uh,
so that's
so-
our thought on hotels in this trip in particular.
Yeah, all the ones that we stayed at, and yeah, I guess we pretty much gave a ranking. Coronado, number 1 probably. Then for value, I would say Pop.
And then Portofino,
And then
with an
Portofino.
asterisk.
With an asterisk because of the Express Pass.
Yeah.
And then maybe Riviera. Even though Riviera was our favorite hotel, it's probably not quite there in value.
Right.
So,
And then Vacation Village.
and then Vacation Village way down.
That's what we have. Maybe we'll do a review on more, because we have stayed at a lot of the hotels now.
Yeah, we have.
And we can rank them a little differently next time. But we don't have footage from all of them because we're new at this.
Yeah.
So, if you liked what you saw and you like these chats, give us a subscribe, a like, and comment down below. Follow her on Instagram, D&B Journeys, or on Twitter, D&B Journeys, and we appreciate it. And we'll see you next time for another car chat.
As we are stuck in traffic on the way home.
Yeah.